Hello students, let's read our problem. What is the volume of the triangular pyramid shown in the picture? We're gonna need to work on volume, and this is a triangular pyramid, and that is also our question. What is the volume for this triangular pyramid? I did circle, underline, box the question, and for elaborate, I'm gonna do color coding, and also I'm gonna bring the formula chart. So please hold on. They actually mentioned that this three-dimensional shape is a pyramid, but just so we can keep that in mind, how do we know that it's a pyramid if they don't mention that in the description of the problem? Well, the way we know this is by identifying the lateral faces of the shape. What shape do you see here, guys? Yes, that's a triangle. And then also here, that is a triangle. Now, these two are next to each other. They're not parallel. Parallel would be like if we have one on the bottom and one on the top. You see, they have the same distance from all the points, but these two, they are adjacent. That means they are next to each other. And also they have a tip on the top. And that's how we can identify a pyramid. Great. So this is the formula that we're going to be using. The volume is going to be equal to 1/3 of the base times the height. I like to write this in a different way. That is exactly the same thing, but I think it looks friendlier. I like to keep the capital B, H, and then when you multiply by 1/3, like in this case, it's the same as dividing by 3. So I always like to keep it like this. So I'm going to say the volume is going to be blue. The area of the base, we're going to put the area of the base in pink. And the area of the base will be finding the area of this triangle in the bottom. And I'm going to put this in pink. So we're going to have to find the area of that triangle on the bottom, and then we're gonna have to multiply by the height, which is the distance from the very top towards the base, which in this case is 16, and then we're gonna have to divide by 3. Okay, great. And after we do have the formula, we're gonna start plugging in values. So I'm gonna say the volume is gonna have to be equal to find the area of the triangle, we have to multiply the base of the triangle times the height of the triangle and then divide by 2. And that should be our pink triangle. Then we have to multiply by the height of the prism that we have in green. And then at the end, we're going to have to divide everything by 3. See that, guys? And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do substitution. On the last one, I was just still reading my formulas. Okay, so what I'm going to do is for the triangle, the base of the triangle can be 8. This height of the triangle will be this distance right here times the 12. Then that's going to be divided by 2. Then all that times the 16. And then at the end, everything divided by a 3. Now, so we can keep track of everything. I'm going to look at my shapes. This 8 times 12 divided by 2 is this area in here. The 16 is the height of the prism. And divided by 3 is because we have this 1/3 in front of the formula. My recommendation, guys, is search on YouTube demonstration of the volume of a pyramid. What you're gonna see is that if you fit in one prism that has the same dimensions, we can fit 3 pyramids in that prism, and that's why we divide by 3. So the volume of a prism is really the volume of 3 pyramids that they have the same height, and on the base they should have about the same dimensions. So that's why we get the volume of a prism, capital B times H, and then we divide by 3. So we can basically fit 3 pyramids in one prism using the same dimension, the same height, and when we have a rectangular base, or when we have a triangular base if it's a triangular prism. Okay, guys, so On the side, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do this formula here. So here I'm gonna write area of the base, which is the triangle. I'm gonna put that in pink. So that's gonna be A times 12, and then it says divided by 2. And remember guys, I can always simplify, like I can do this one because 12 is bigger than 8. And so then that would be equals to A times, and 12 divided by 2 is gonna be a 6. I'm gonna put it like this so you can see that this 6, I got it from here. And then I'm gonna do this multiplication. 8 times 6, 48. And I'm working with feet, and this is area, so this should be square feet. And this value is the area of the triangle that I highlighted in pink. Okay, great. Now I'm gonna multiply. I'm gonna write it down first. Okay, so this is 8 times 12 divided by 2. We said it's gonna be 48 feet square. And I got this from the triangle. That needs to be multiplied by the height, and at the end divided by the 3. And so I can keep track of all my work. I'm gonna highlight the triangle in pink so you can see that I got it for this area that we highlighted in pink. The 16 we haven't multiplied yet, but it still is there because it was in the formula. And then we'll have to divide by 3 at the end. See? Awesome. Something that we can do is we can divide this 16 by this 3. But is that going to work? Not really, because 3 times 5 is 15, and that's lower than 16. And then 3 times 6 is 18, so it's more than this. Chances are it will work with 48 because 48 ends at 8, and I know 3 times 6 is 18. So I'm going to try this one first. I'm going to do it on the side. So I'm going to do 48 divided by these 3. Can you help me? Thank you. 3 times 1 is going to be a 3. We subtract 4 minus 3, that's a 1. We're going to bring down the 8. And 3 times 6 is 18. Great. We're going to have no remainder. So, for volume here, I'm going to say 48 divided by 3 is going to be 16. And I got this 16 from dividing 18 by 3. And then times 16, but the 16 is because of the height. So now I just have one more multiplication to do. I'm gonna do it on the side. 16 times 16. Can you help me to multiply? 6 times 6, 36. 6 and we carry 3. 6 times 1 is 6 plus 3, that's 9. We put a placeholder. 1 times 6, 6. 1 times 1 is 1. 6 plus nothing, 6. 9 plus 6, 15. 5 and we carry 1. 1 plus 1, that's going to be 2. And I got no decimals in any factor, so I don't have any decimals in here. That means that our volume should be 256. And we have cubic feet, right? This measurement is the volume, so it should be like this. But I like to have this with yellow because it's my answer. And then I'm going to put a cloud around. Can you guys look at the answer choices? Did you find it? Awesome! Our answer is letter D. Thank you.